stress. Sold it all from crack to OPM. In third person, I don't wanna see him. So I'm rehearsing with my peoples how to GM. From a remote location in the BM. Scoping the whole situation like damn. Metamorphic after dope turns to cream. But one of these buyers got eyes like a Korean. It's difficult to read them. The windows to his soul were half closed. I put the key in, pulled off slow, hoping my people flee in. Chink tried to knock the only link that tied me in. Coppers was watching us through nighttime binoculars. This time they got us on tape, exchanging dope for dollars. Make me wanna holler back at the crib of the sauna. Praying my people bailed out like Time Warner. Awaiting call from his kin, not the coroner. Phone in my hand, nervous, confined to a corner. Beads of sweat, second thoughts on my mind. How can I ease the stress and learn to live with these regrets? It's time. Stress, giving a shit. Fuck. This is the #1 rule for your set. In order to survive, gotta learn to live with regrets. On a rise to the top, many drop. Don't forget, in order to survive, gotta learn to live with regrets. This is the #1 rule for your set. In order to survive, gotta learn to live with regrets. If through our travels we get separated, never forget, in order to survive, gotta learn to live with regrets. As sure as this earth is turning, souls burning in search of how you're learning, turning in every direction, seeking direction. My mom's crying cause her insides are dying. Her son trying her patience, keep her heart racing. A million beats a minute. I know I push you to your limit, but it's this game, love. I'm caught up all in it. They make it so you can't prevent it. Never give it, you gotta take it. Can't fake it, I keep it authentic. My hand got this pistol shaking, cause I sense danger like Camp Crystal Lakin. Don't wanna shoot him, but I got him trapped within this infrared dot. About to hide him and hit rock bottom. No answers to these trick questions. No time, shit stressing. My life found, I got to live for the right now. Time waits for no man. Can't turn back the hands once it's too late. Gotta learn to live with regret. You used to hold me, told me that I was the best. Anything in this world I want, I could possess. All that made me want is all that I can get. In order to survive, gotta learn to live with regrets. When I was young, you used to hold me, told me I was the best. Anything in this world I want, I could possess. All that made me want is all that I can get. In order to survive, gotta learn to live with regrets. Find myself reminiscing, remember this one. When he was here, he was crazy nice with his son. I miss him, long as I'm living, he's living through memories. He's there to kill all my suicidal tendencies. In heaven looking over me, or in hell keeping it cozy. I'm coming, life on these streets ain't what it's supposed to be. Remember Newton, mutual friend with me and him feuding. On your life I try to talk to him, but you know niggas think they guns could stop faux niggas. Frontin' like they Big Willie, but really old niggas, whole niggas. This year I show niggas think I'm slipping. I'm about to send you a roommate, no bullshitting. But my hustle's going too well to hit 'em. You was right, niggas want you to be miserable with them. Anyway, I ain't trying to hear it. I think I'm touched. This whole verse I've been talking to your spirit a little too much. This is the #1 rule for your set. In order to survive, gotta learn to live with regrets. On the rise to the top, many drop. Don't forget, in order to survive, gotta learn to live with regrets. This is the #1 rule for your set. In order to survive, gotta learn to live with regrets. If through our travels we get separated, never forget, in order to survive, gotta learn to live with regrets. This is the #1 rule for your set. In order to survive, gotta learn to live with regrets. On the rise to the top, many drop. Don't forget, in order to survive, gotta learn to live with regrets. This is the #1 rule for your set. In order to survive, gotta learn to live with regrets. If through our travels we get separated, never forget, in order to survive, gotta learn to live with regrets.
As we proceed to give you what you need. It's not live, motherfuckers. Get live, motherfuckers. As we proceed to give you what you need. Not live, motherfuckers. Get live, motherfuckers.
Now turn the mics up. Turn that mic up. Yeah, the beat is knocking. Leave that mic up though. Turn that shit the fuck up. What? Turn up louder. Yeah. Who shot ya? Separate the weak from the opsa. Leap hard to creep them Brooklyn streets. It's on, nigga. Fuck all that bickering beef. I can hear sweat trickling down your cheek. Your heartbeat sound like Sasquatch feet. Thundering, shaking the concrete. Then the shit stopped when I fall the plot. Neighbors call the cops, said they heard mad shots. Saw me in the drop, 3 1/4. Slaughter, electrical tape around the daughter. Old school, new school, need to learn though. I burn, baby, burn like disco inferno. Burn slow like blunts with yayo. Peel more skins than Idaho potato. Niggas know the lyrical molesting is taking place. Fucking with B.I.G. it ain't safe. I make your skin chafe. Rashes on the masses. Bumps and bruises. Blunts and Land Cruisers. Big Papa smash fools, bash fools. Niggas mad because I know the cash rules. Everything around me, 2 Glock 9s. Any motherfucker whispering about mine. And I'm Brooklyn's finest. You rewind this, bad boys behind this. I seen the light excite all the freaks. Stack mad chips, spread love with my peeps. Niggas wanna creep, got to watch my back. Think the cognac and endo sack make me slack. I switches all that, cocksucker G's up. One false move, get Swiss cheese up. Clip detect respect, I demand it. Slip and break the 11th commandment. Thou shalt not fuck with North Sea Papa. Feel 1,000 deaths when I drop ya. I feel for you like Shaka Khan, I'm the Don. Pussy when I want Rolex on the arm. You'll die slow but calm. Recognize my face so there won't be no mistake. So you know where to tell Jake, lame nigga, brave nigga. Turn front page, nigga. Puff Daddy flips daily. I smoke the blunts, he sips on the Baileys. On the rocks, tote blocks at christenings. Hammer cop in the fire positioning. What? Come here. Come here. Open your fucking mouth. Open your, did I tell you don't fuck with me? Huh? Did I tell you not to fuck with me? Huh? Look at you now. Huh? Can't talk with a gun in your mouth, huh? Bitch ass nigga. What? Who shot you? Who shot you?
Oh, they out there in Flatbush acting a goddamn fool. So y'all already know what's next. We're gonna talk about this project. Like, we're gonna talk about what's going on in the projects and why stuff like this is gonna keep happening over and over and over again. But with that said, I got one more song. Let's get right to it.
Don't say sticks and stones, they might break your bones, but the 9mm, it will bore your dome. I'm talking about the toe tagging, the body bagging, man, niggas are dying, mamas are crying, casket buying, who me dying, leave my family crying. Hell no, I cause them bloodbaths and showers, send me commissary, motherfuck them flowers. Thoughts of slaughter, of leaving my daughters, hours and hours of fears running through my mind as I pick up the Zig 9. Beef starts with the shove, then ends with the shovel. And niggas standing on your corner reminiscing of you, but your ass is out and you're dead and gone. So who'd you rather be, the murdered or the murderer? Niggas got me stressed, I got my tech in my vest, then I sing who job bless, let no man curse. But one of us will leave here tonight in a hearse, when we'll be tried by 12 and fertilizing daisies, crying mamas and cousins and crying babies, due to the fact that death is a must. Ashes to ashes and dust to dust. Niggas getting bust for in God with trust. So if you're coming to my town and try to slow the dough down, you must be casket bound, cause I'd rather be tried by 12 than carried by 6. Nigga, I saw my name in the book at your funeral. The zigs on my hip with an extra clip, cause I'd rather be tried by 12 than carried by 6. Lottie-dottie, Saturday night and we like to party. The punks are fucking around so we might catch a body. Early Sunday morning don't really wanna hurt nobody. Say what they tryna get, I already got it. Chump motherfuckers just to scheming on my shit. But little do they know I got the zig on my hip with an extra clip, and I'd rather be tried by 12 than carried by 6. Aw shit, murder commit. And there goes another statistic running through ballistic. The witness say I'm wicked, but that's how I kick it. Cause I'll be the bastard who blast and didn't get blasted. Boy, kiss casket. I peeled your wig back, kid. Now sucker, look who died. Body will be identified. Mama and papa will cry. Your bitch ass man says he'll testify to see me try. But here's that slide upon the same corner where you did. And I'm still facing the bit, cause I'd rather be tried by 12 than carried by 6. Nigga, I saw my name in the book at your funeral. The zigs on my hip with an extra clip, cause I'd rather be tried by 12 than carried by 6. I told my man Phil Phoenix, rest in peace. I told my nigga Shakim, rest in peace. I told my man DeLeon, rest in peace.
Oh, welcome to the Grandmaster Troll show. Y'all know who it is.
The incredible. Help save lives.
Oh,
So
god
can you.
damn.
Your CSL plasma.
Y'all know who it is. It is your boy, the Grandmaster Troll, here to give y'all some of the best trolling content YouTube has to offer. That all the gynocracy, the culture, you Negroes, y'all do not disappoint with the fuckery, the degeneracy, the ignorance, the violence, the unable to conflict resolute. And when I came home yesterday from a hard day's work, you Negroes provided me with some graphic and horrific entertainment out there in Flatbush projects. And we gotta talk about what the hell is talking about. And what is the title of this stream? Title of this stream is what the Jason Pass murder proves about the culture. That's why I gotta change up my talking points. I gotta talk about the culture, because if I talk about you Negroes, y'all gonna call me Uncle Tom, y'all gonna call me a coon, you gonna call me all these things. So I'm gonna talk about the culture and how we have gotten here. We gotta break down what the hell is going on and why murderers and tragedies and shootings and the loss of life, why all this nonsense is going to keep happening. We got to understand one thing. The culture loves living trife. They love living in the projects. They love living rough. That's right, the culture. We gotta talk about the culture. Mosh Ben, we gotta talk about the culture. Hey, remember, because I don't understand how the culture does it. I don't understand why somebody wants to live in the projects of Flatbush. I don't understand why the culture wants to live in pissy apartments. I don't understand why the culture wants to live in rundown apartments where the culture is selling drugs outside, where the culture is prostituting outside, where the culture has all this violent shootings, jumpings, and they continue. The culture continues to live under these conditions. I don't understand why the culture wants to do. So we're gonna talk about the culture today, but we're gonna talk about this Jason Pass story. So with that said, let's go right back to the news, because the news loves. They love it when the culture. They love it when the culture is pulling guns on people. The news loves when the culture is shooting. The news loves when the culture is caught on camera. We can see it from start to finish. What the hell is going on in these streets? So with that said, let's go ahead and play this news clipping, if it'll allow me to play it. Let's see if we can make it pop up. There we go. Right. Let's talk about what the hell is going on, Mr. White Man. Tell me about the culture.
Some disturbing new video in the murders of a man and his son after a fight over noise turned deadly in Brooklyn.
Yeah, police tonight are looking for a neighbor seen on that video firing the deadly shots. Eyewitness News reporter Crystal Cranmore is live in East Flatbush with our lead story tonight. Crystal.
Listen, Bill, police have identified the suspect as 47-year-old Jason Pass. As police continue to look for him, this community is on edge tonight, demanding additional resources to fight the violence. Now, we know police were able to identify Pass thanks to surveillance video, too graphic to show in its entirety. 48 hours after surveillance video obtained by Eyewitness News captured the moment a man gunned down a father and son.
We need love. We need love. And not hate.
And not hate. Community leaders came together to denounce the violence outside the East Flatbush apartment complex.
We're here to simply let the residents and the community members of this Flatbush Gardens community know we stand in unison.
The shooting on Sunday night, the result of a years-long dispute over noise between two neighbors.
Based on our investigation, we found that there were 6 previous 311 calls by the people in 3E, noise complaints.
Authorities say Jason Pass, who lives in the Flatbush Gardens complex, shot 47-year-old Vladimir Maturin and 27-year-old Chinwei Mood after going upstairs to confront the family. At one point, you see Maturin appear to hold a pair of scissors to Pass's neck as his wife tries to pull him away. Seconds later, shots rang out as Maturin heads back to his apartment.
I think he was trying to protect his family because his life was being threatened, his family's life was being threatened. But overall, if you look at the video, this man had a gun. He had all intentions to kill.
The suspect's sister, who did not want to be identified, says it was self-defense.
My brother went up there in peace. He's humble. Tried to attack my brother with a scissor.
The men hit us with passion.
Maturin's wife told Eyewitness News yesterday her husband is not a violent man, as the community looks to heal.
We'll be bringing a de-escalation training to the management team.
There's a renewed focus on bringing anti-violence and mental health services to the community. As for the suspect,
Turn yourself in.
Let's go ahead and stop the show. What do I want to point out? What do I want to point right here? In fact, I'm gonna use this as my backdrop. Right, you see the Flatbush apartment gardens complex that they want to call that right there. This here, ladies and gentlemen, this is the projects you've seen many a documentaries done in front of, where they break down the violence, where they break down the drug dealing, where they break down the prostitution, where this kingpin was born and raised, where this kingpin was born and raised, where this rapper was born and raised. This is it right here. That same project building that we've seen many documentaries from is right there. Now, I got one question I want to ask the culture. I got a question I need to ask the culture. Culture, I want to ask you. It is 2023, about to be 2024. I want to know, culture, why in the hell are you still living in the projects? Explain it to me, why you still want to live in the projects. They show you apartment building, you got chip paint on the door, buildings ain't being kept. Why in the hell do y'all want to live in those living conditions? That's a question I want to ask the culture, because the culture takes pride. They take pride living in cramped up apartments, where if you live on the bottom floor, you can hear people on the top floor stomping their feet. You can hear their TV. You can hear them having sex. I mean, why in the hell does the culture want to live in the projects? I mean, they take pride living in the projects. No, the culture believes that if you live in that if you can survive the projects, you can survive anything. So when I went to this so-called video right here, and I scrolled down and I read the comments from my fellow Americans. That's what we're gonna do. We got We Well says, this is one of the main reasons why I moved my family from a small 2-bedroom apartment in Jamaica, Queens, to a big house 30 minutes outside of Atlanta. By far one of the best decisions I made for me and my family in my life. The neighbors, especially the neighbors downstairs, will always complain about our infant son. We were doing the best we can, but he would get aggressive. It was too much. My only regret about leaving New York City and the projects of Jamaica, Queens, is I didn't do it 20 years ago. Rest in peace. So damn sad. Let's read one more comment. The situation, this is what Mad SB put. The situation really hit home for me. I recently just moved out of a downstairs unit. My fault for moving into the first floor, not realizing how horrible living under hardwood was. I had 2 sets of neighbors who were so noisy, loud parties, doing drugs in the bathroom, loud sex, etc. And I made multiple complaints, but nothing changed. After 6 months of not sleeping or enjoying my project apartment, I eventually lost my mind. I snapped, yelled obscenities through the wall, punched the wall, slammed everything until it was off the frame, screamed, cried, called my neighbors' names, and every emotion you could possibly think of. I turned bitter and madly depressed. I woke up every single morning in rage. I stopped showering properly, mustered up a drinking problem, and even slept in my car. The property manager threatened to kick me out because of all my enraged outbursts, or they said I could leave without penalties. I left. I most definitely lost myself in who I was living there. And now I'm trying to get back to who I am. I'm not condoning in this man's act of violence or murder, but I will say I understand and know where he's coming from. I wanted to harm my neighbors too, but of course I didn't. The best revenge was moving out and into a home in the suburbs. Stop the show, stop the show, stop the show. See, this is the problem with the culture. The culture, you choose as individuals, you choose where you live. Each of these families who live in the Flatbush Gardens complex, the projects, before you move in, you go in, you look at your apartment building, you see what it smells like, you see the environment outside, you walk around, you can interview the guests, you can see how property management is. And to all these people living in the projects, they all unload they stuff from that U-Haul truck and they move straight in to them apartment complexes. And I just gotta be honest with the culture. It's 2023. If you got your family in the projects, you got kids, you trying to raise kids in the projects, I'm labeling that child abuse. Because you're going to have kids in these projects, just like this family, because I'm going to play the video. I may even play where the bullets start flying, start hitting bodies, start dropping on the floor, and he stood over him, he emptied that clip. I just might end up playing the whole video because I got to expose the culture. Because this video exposes the culture of all the neighborhoods and living conditions. You know, living in the projects is going to bring you stress. You know, living in the projects is going to cause you to do drugs. You know, living in the projects, you are putting your life on the line, but the culture continues to sign up for this experiment. And I'm sitting here. I live in Fairview, Hayward, California, in the hills. No more apartments. I ain't got to deal with the culture no more. I would never. I'm not living in the projects. I refuse to live in the projects. But the culture, y'all like living in the projects, knowing it's going to be bad for your mental health. Now we got to send this specialist out. We got to send a crisis management team. We got to send out a conflict resolution team because the culture cannot handle themselves in the projects. Let me see if I can play the video, the unedited video. And I'm gonna break it down, Will Clinton. I'm gonna break it down. I'm gonna break down why there's no cure for the culture. There's no cure for the culture. Let me see if I can play the video real quick. Here it is, right here. I think this is one of the long ones. So the gentleman is already there. He's at the door. You can see the man. He's right there inside. Let me go ahead and click play so we can break down this video. So when the man came to the door, he's a good distance away from the door. See, he's already proven that he's not coming in a fight. He knows he's got to respect their space. So he's going to stand at the stairwell. So he's standing at the stairwell, showing that he's not a threat. Now, when you living in the projects, mama, your daddy, they told you one rule. When somebody comes to the door, don't open this door for nobody. And those is and that's a rule I still follow to this day. If you come to my house knocking on the door, I don't go to the door and open up the door and talk to you face to face. Unless I'm expecting company, which most of the time I'm not expecting company. You knock on my door, you won't have to talk to me with the door closed. I'm gonna be looking out the peephole because you don't know when these people is coming to your door. You don't know if they got guns, you don't know if they got knives, you don't know if they got bazookas, you don't know if they got grenades, bombs, or helicopters. When these people come to your door, there's no telling what they have when they come to your door. So my man right here, he ain't got no clothes on, he ain't got no shoes and socks on. He real comfortable. See, this is why when I'm at my house, I always got a shirt on, always got my clothes on, just in case if something happened, somebody come to my door, I don't have to worry about getting dressed. This dude right here, he already slipping, he already lacking right here. He gonna walk outside with no shirt on. I don't know why this dude is walking outside with no shirt, but when you part of the culture, you like walking around with no shirt on. So he's about to approach him. You can see he's a little mad, he's a little agitated. He realized, oh man, I ain't got my shirt, I ain't got my weapon, I ain't got nothing. Let me go back inside and put a shirt on. Let me go back inside, see if I can find a weapon. So he gonna go back inside. My man is still at the door, patiently wait. Closes the door. Now let's examine the door. That's right. Let me stop this real quick because now we got to examine the door. There's been a lot of talk about the door. The door is supposed to be a place, where when you walk into this door to be mainstream, to be a famous celebrity, when you go through the door, they basically say that you got to sell your soul. You got to sell your soul to become rich and famous. But when you in the projects and they show you the door right here, you see that door right there, the hinges is broke, paint is chipping off. I got a question I want to ask the culture, because this happens at HBCUs, in the dorms of HBCUs, and it happens in the projects. In HBCUs, the students were crying about mold. They said the apartments was dirty. When we talk about the projects, specifically Cabrini Green projects in Chicago, or pick your favorite projects, they talk about pissy elevators, they talk about blood-stained sidewalks, they talk about these projects being infested with rats and roaches and bugs and bed bugs, and the culture swears up and down that the living conditions in these buildings is horrible. Question I want to ask the culture: if you know there's mold and your apartment is infested with bugs and it's dirty, the apartment smell like, the elevator smell like urine. See, what the culture does is they expect property management to clean it up. Now, I don't know about you, but if I walked outside my door, my sliding glass window behind me, or if there was rats, or if there was mold, And I reached out to my landlord to see if we could get that situation situated. And he wasn't moving fast enough to get the situation situated. I would take it upon myself to clean up and freshen up where I live. I don't understand why the culture can't go to a Walmart, can't go to a Target, get some bleach, get some rat killer, get some bug spray, get some spick and span, use a little bit of elbow grease, and clean up the building, the dwelling in which they live. I mean, it blows my mind that you people in the culture cannot go to Walmart, buy some cleaning supplies. You can't get on Google, call the Orchid Man or the pest control. Pay a little bit of money out of your pocket to clean up where you live. You would rather go in that urine smelled elevator and ride it up and down day after day, week after week, month after month, to the point where the first day you was holding your nose, and by the time you get to day 26, you don't even smell the urine no more. It don't bother you no more. I don't understand how the culture finds it acceptable to live in these living conditions. I mean, is there something mentally wrong with the culture that they can't clean up where they live? I've seen on Google, I've seen on YouTube of the living conditions. I see the filth in some of these apartments. And it blows my mind that the culture will blame property management and continue to live up in the effed up living condition, as opposed to going to Walmart and Target, buying the supplies and taking a day or two to clean up where they're at. So we're back here. I'm looking at the door, and I'm trying to figure out why the man of the house hasn't found a way to refurbish this door right here. It just amazes me that he hasn't found a way to respray, repaint, and redo this door right here. But maybe that's just me. So he out there, he waiting. The door opens up, and look who comes out the door. Look at who comes out the door. Oh my God, you got to love the gynocracy. The B-Dub comes out the door. The B-Dub. Why in the hell? There's an angry man at the door. You don't know if he got any weapons on him. You don't know if he's a threat. Why does the B-Dub come out of the door? Why are we still opening up our front door, and we know the person that's outside the door is angry? Why not talk to the man from the peephole? Why are we walking outside the door? And then we don't just walk outside the door. We walk up on the person who's angry at us. We ain't got no weapon. We got no way to defend ourselves. We gonna walk outside the dwelling of our door to deal with this person who could be a threat. And since the B-Dub has come outside the door, what's going to happen next? Of course, the son. He gotta come outside the door because he's got to protect his mom, because his mom didn't have the wherewithal to keep her butt behind the door. So now he gotta come outside. Look at him. He barefooted, no socks and shoes on, no weapon, no way to defend himself. He is not ready. So now he has to walk further away from that door, and what the culture doesn't realize is that door is put there to protect you. That door is put there to protect you, and the further you get from that door, the further you are from protection. So now the man of the house comes out. He got his shirt on. He got shoes. He got everything he needed. Now he ready to lead his family. Let's see how the man of this house is going to lead his family. Now, before we get into that, we gotta talk about the second thing. That's going to be a major talking point within the manosphere, because I already seen a couple of videos in the manosphere. Because unfortunately, the brother who lost his life, he was a stepdaddy. So now dudes in this space are calling him a sip daddy. Why are they calling him a sip daddy? They're calling him a sip daddy because he's paying bills at the house. He's putting step kids through college. He's putting step kids through school. He is being the man of the family. And in these spaces, they don't like to see single mothers get remarried and they find a dude who's able to hold down the household financially, because they want these single mothers to suffer. So now the so-called simp daddy is coming out the house. Shouldn't be coming out the house. Should be talking to this man behind that peephole, but he want to come out the house. look at your boy walking. Your boy doing the Debo walk. He doing the Debo walk. Look at it. That's Debo right there. He gets right in the deuce. Oh no! I know. When I saw this, I was like, I know this Negro did not Debo walk up on him and pull out some scissors and put scissors in dude's face up under his chin around his neck. I said, I know his conflict resolution skills. I know his conflict resolution skills ain't that bad. See, this is the problem with Negroes. They don't understand how the conflict resolve. Dude knocking on your door talking about you too loud. You just simply open your door. I'm too loud. I'm so sorry, sir. I do my best to keep the noise down. Close the door, and you go about your day. From the reports I was hearing, they was in that project building apartment making all that noise. So the first floor neighbor bangs on the ceiling. Boom, 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 to let them know that you're making too much noise, and I'm gonna bang on the ceiling. So I'm trying to communicate with you guys that you are making too much noise. Most people would say, oh, somebody banging because I'm making too much noise. Let me keep it down. What young Debo do is he gonna bang back. So the neighbor bangs, boom, boom, keep it down. He said, oh, somebody banging? He bang back, meaning, hey, don't be banging Cause you don't like the noise. I'm gonna keep making noise and you gonna like it. And that's why the dude left his apartment to go upstairs. And then he get there, open the door. He don't want to say, you know what, I'm sorry that we making all this noise, you know. We're causing you and your family a disservice. You know what, as a token of apology, let me take your family out to a nice restaurant and get something to eat. Bond, get to know each other a bit. You know, just say I'm sorry. He don't want to conflict resolute. What this Negro want to do is he want to pull scissors and put it in the man's face. So everybody's seeing that the situation is about to get escalated into something violent where somebody could potentially get serious hurt, could be hurt in a serious way, and the police are going to have to get involved, you know, as the culture is doing. You know, the culture is struggling to make ends meet. You know, the culture is living check to check. And the last thing the culture needs is the police to show up and arrest people for assault, for fighting, because now we got to go to court. We got to pay attorney's fees. We got to pay court costs. We got to pay restitutions. We got to take days off from work, and all that money and time is going to be taken away from building up this family financially. So now the wife sees that and she gonna try to step in. She gonna grab him. Hey, babe, it's not worth it. Just walk away. We got so much to lose. You're the breadwinner of the family. We don't need you to get hurt. So he tries to pull him away, and the dude don't want to walk away. So he pushes the wife. He gets about to get back in dude's face, and his wife red. Now at this point, he loses sight of the threat. His wife, since that B-dub didn't stay in the house, since that B-dub didn't stay in their place and stay in their house, what ends up happening? Oh, your man pulled the gun out. Oh, your man pulled the gun out. Look at your boy. Oh, he pulled the gun out. Look at your boy pull the gun out. Your boy done pulled the gun out. Oh, it was so cold-blooded when he pulled the gun out, because in the culture teaches you when you pull the gun, when you pull the hammer from the waist, when you pull out that 4-pounder from the waist, when you pull it out and you draw down on somebody, you got to do it with style. That's what the culture teach. When you pull your weapon, you got to do it with style. Exhibit A right here. Let me see if I can pull it. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. What do we got right here? Oh, we got one of my favorite movies right here. When you pull the gun out, you got to do it with some style. Ooh, you see how Ice Cube, you see how Craig pulled the gun out?
What you gonna do with that? Besides make me mad.
You see how when you part of the culture, you got to pull the gun out with some style. You see how Craig, he pointed at the gun out, he held it sideways. He had that I'm about that life face. See, that's what the culture teaches. You got to pull your strap out. You gotta be gangster with it. But unfortunately, this boy Debo right here, he was more gangster with, because when somebody pulls a gun out on you, most people run, most people flinch. What did Debo do?
What you gonna do with that? Besides make me mad.
Your boy Debo, he walked towards the gun, looked down the barrel of the gun, and says, what you gonna do with that besides make me mad?
Because you ain't a bill of bitch too! What you gonna do with that? Besides make me mad.
See that? See, you got to pull the gun out with some style. So now we're gonna go back. We're gonna go back to our video. We're gonna go back to our video, and we're gonna see if our boy pulled his gun out with some style. Let me back it up. Let me see if he pulled his gun out with some style. See, nah. See, I don't. He fumbled it. He fumbled the gun in his jacket, and then he did all that. It wasn't quite. It wasn't quite gangster, but however, when he pulled the gun out, let me see if I could go just before he starts shooting. When he pulled the gun out and points it at his back right here, I had to stop myself, because I'm looking at a green dot, and I'm looking at this green dot, and the question I got asked, in fact, when he pulled the gun out, you can actually see the green dot when he pulled the gun out. So this is another question I got to ask the culture, because it was reason why I played Biggie Smalls Who Shot You. It was a reason why I played Jay-Z Regrets. There's a reason why I played these songs, because the culture teaches you can live in some of the most harshest conditions, the projects, where everybody's crammed in, and this, that, and the third. You could cry about your living conditions and why you ain't got the resources to fix this, why you ain't got the resources to fix that, why you ain't got resources for a crisis management team. But the culture, question I got asked from the culture, you ain't got money to improve your living conditions, but you got money to buy a gun. And not only do you have money to buy a gun, you got money to equip that gun with an infrared beam. You got the hollow point tips. You got bullets. Some of y'all even buy the extended magazine with the full clip with 100 rounds. So my question I want to ask for the culture, how in the hell can you invest money into a gun, but you can't invest no money into improving your living conditions? You would rather use your Second Amendment right to bear arms, but you won't use your First Amendment right, the pursuit of happiness, and live in neighborhoods where you don't have to buy a gun with the infrared beam, with the hollow points in the 100-round extended clip. Can somebody in the culture explain to me the reasoning behind that you would rather live in a neighborhood where they sell drugs, where there's killers and predators outside, but you won't live in a neighborhood where you don't have to look over your shoulders, you ain't gotta worry about the ops? Can somebody in the culture explain that to me? He got an infrared beam on his gun, but he raising a family in the project. Somebody explain why black men can invest into some heavy artillery, but won't invest money into living in a better neighborhood. What is the thing? What's the thought process behind it? You got all this money. You could buy AK-47s, AR-15s, Dracos with 100 rounds. I see y'all in these music videos. You try to be real hard, real gangster, but you won't move to a safe, quiet neighborhood. You got Jordans, you got the rollie on your wrist, you got the Hellcat, but you in the projects. You won't invest in living in a safe neighborhood. Now I know some of y'all Negroes. I know some of y'all people in the culture. You gonna tell me about redlining. You gonna tell me about housing discrimination. You gonna give me all these excuses as to why the culture is living in the projects. But you forget, you talking to the Grandmaster Troll. Grandmaster Troll. First place I lived was East Oakland. The hoods of East Oakland. After I lived in the hoods of East Oakland, I then lived in the hoods of Hunter Point, Bayview Hunters Point, on Oakdale. That's right, your boy GMT was living on Oakdale, Hunters Point, going to Malcolm X Academy on Harbor Road. Now, some of y'all that's familiar with the hood politics of San Francisco, you know Harbor Road is where the gang Big Block was at. Then in the 5th grade, my dad asked me, because he remarried to a different woman who had kids, and they was going to school in San Francisco in the hood, Malcolm X Academy. My dad asked me, hey, we getting ready to move to Manteca, but I'm gonna give you a choice. You could go to school. You could go to middle school, high school, in the school in San Francisco, in the hoods, the projects of San Francisco, or you could go to school in Manteca. I'm sitting back. I'm like, this is what I said to myself as a 5th grader. I'm sitting there to myself like, I went to Malcolm X Academy every summer. One of my classmates lost their life to gun violence. We in the school, we gotta go on lockdown because we got gangs having shootouts and using the school as an escape route. And for the life of me, I'm trying to fucking figure out while my father is asking me, do I want to go to school in a neighborhood where kids are killing kids in gangs, as opposed to going to a school that's virtually free of gangs and violence? Tell you the truth, as a 5th grader, I was assaulted. I was assaulted. I felt some kind of way that my father would ask me, do I want to go to school in the projects, or do I want to go to school in a safe neighborhood? He should have had the foresight to just, I'm not even going to ask, I'm making him go into school in the safe neighborhood. But this is where it get worse, because I had a stepbrother and a stepsister at the time, and their dad also lived out in San Francisco, so you know that they were doing that dual custody thing. They were presented with the same option. Do you want to go to school in Manteca where it's safe, or do you want to go to school in the projects of San Francisco because your father's out here? We got dual custody. You know, he gets you 1 week, I get you the other week, and I'm sitting there, and they actually chose to finish out their middle school year, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, going to school in San Francisco. I'm sitting there, this is my own stepbrother, my own stepsister. I'm like, are these niggas crazy? After we done spent K through 5 at Malcolm X Academy every summer, a classmate would die, and we would literally write letters to Dianne Feinstein and San Francisco government about the violence going on in our communities, and you would choose to go to school in the same environment that you writing letters to your government officials to fix. They didn't fix them in the 80s. They didn't fix them in the 90s. They didn't fix them in the 2000s. They didn't fix them in the 2010s. They didn't fix them in the 2020s. And you Negroes are actually making the choice to go to school in the hood? Are you high? Are you crazy? Are you just flat out stupid? Luckily, brother and sister, they were able to survive and navigate and graduate the 8th grade. And once they graduate the 8th grade, they made the choice to do high school out in Manteca. But I remember my brother, he told me a story when he was going to Malcolm X Academy as a 5th grader. One of his classmates brought a he brought a hammer to school. He brought a hammer to school as a 5th grader. You already know, you bring a hammer to school, your classmates know you bringing a hammer to school. Somebody gonna tell somebody that you brought a hammer to school. So school officials, they rolled up on this young man who brought a hammer to school, called him up to the office. Hey man, we know you got a gun with you. We need to get that hammer up off you, because we don't want you to shoot somebody. We don't want, you got to tell us what's going on. Why are you bringing hammers to school? So when they rolled up on me, the dude with the hammer was around his homeboys. When they rolled up on him and said, hey man, you need to come with us. We know we got a hammer on you. He thought one of his homeboys had ratted him out. He thought my brother had ratted him out, because when he got caught, he said, did you tell him I brought a hammer to school? He was like, nah, I didn't tell. But this is the situation the culture loves. This is the situation the culture loves putting themselves in. So now we go back. Now we go back to this right here. And unfortunately, as much I would love to play it, they would ban my channel, but I'm gonna go play it. I'm a quarterback. What the hell is going on? So your man pulls out the hammer. He pulls out the hammer. The infrared beam is on his back. He gets the shooting. He shoots the father. The father stumbles to the floor. Now, I don't know why the son, for the life of me, I don't know why the son thought he could run around the shooter and escape downstairs. I don't know for the life of me why he didn't run back into his apartment. I don't understand why he didn't do that. So let me back it up a little bit more. Guy pulls out the gun, he shoots him. The son tries to run around the shooter, and he just eating bullets. He eating bullets, Will Clinton. Your boy is eating bullets. He ate about 4 or 5 bullets, hit the ground. He done emptied some more shots over him. And then the shooter does the Allen Iverson stepping over Tyrone. He stepped over the dude he just shot as if he were Allen Iverson in the NBA Finals. Now this is the cold part right here. This is the cold part right here. Because as the son is being shot, the father is shot, he's on the ground at the door. He's on the ground at the door. The wife closes and locks the door with the husband right at the door. I mean, the game is so cold. The game is so cold. That B-Dub who you was working for, you putting her kids through college, you the breadwinner of the family. When you is eating bullets and you need to be behind that door in safety, the wife closed the door on him. He closed the door. The door closes. The dude is finished shooting the son. He's looking at the son about to step over. The father is sitting up and is looking at the door like this. He's looking at the door. He probably can't believe the door closed. The dude, Allen Iverson, stepped over the son. He's coming to finish off the father. The father, when you get shot, unfortunately, the body can't respond the way it used to. The dude walk up. Bam, he's shooting. Put one in the back. His body went limp. Stands over him. He stands over him, gets almost up in his shit. Shoots him one time in the head. He hit him in the head with a headshot. Then he walks over to the elevator. Dude is bleeding in the hallway. Dudes is bleeding in the hallway. He instead of walking down the stairs, he wait for the goddamn elevator to come. I mean, it's a cold world. Educated Aries said he shot the stepson, left him in a pool of his own blood. All because we living in the projects. We stepping outside the door to talk to the person who's gonna take your life. We live in a world where the person who's gonna end up taking your life walk right past you. You don't even know. You arguing with somebody and you don't even know that person has the capabilities of taking your life. 10 minutes ago, he getting ready for going to work tomorrow. Wife in there cooking dinner. Next thing you know, you get a knock on the door. His son had all these goals, work, going to college, going to school. And at the snap of a finger, they both laying in a pool of their own blood, dying in the hallways of a flat bush project building. If you in the suburbs in a white neighborhood, this don't happen to you. If they've been out there, Buffalo, New York, Orchard Park, this don't happen. But we in flat bush projects? What? I wish somebody would call me up. Hey, GMT, come with me to New York. New York? Oh, where y'all gonna be staying at? Flat bush projects. Why in the hell would I go to New York and visit a project building, knowing of all the documentaries, movies, stories I've heard about this hood, that hood, this project, that project? Why in the hell would I go to the projects? But the culture loves living in the projects. So what ended up happening next? Your man's got shot up. Stepson got shot up. People talking about self-defense. Look, we gotta be honest. When he pulled the hammer from the waist and pointed at him, the person he shot was walking away. Person he shot wasn't a threat. So he shoots him. The son is trying to run around him and go to the stairs. I know people going to say, well, after he shot the father, he thought the son was attacking him. So he was shooting, to make sure his son wouldn't grab his gun from him. Okay. As bullshit as that is, I'm going to go ahead and give you that. But you got to explain to me how he didn't, after he shot the son, you got to explain to me how Allen Iverson stepped over a dead body, walked up on another Negro who was face down, hurt from bullet wounds, and you got to explain to me how he stood over him and put 3 more bullets in him. You got to explain to me how that's self-defense. We all saw the tape. We all know that wasn't self-defense. Now that we know that isn't self-defense, this is what happens next.
Good afternoon. I'm Mary Calvi. Now on CBS 2 and streaming on CBS News New York, we begin with a deadly end to a 3-day-long manhunt in Brooklyn. Police shot and killed a man they say fatally shot 2 of his neighbors on Sunday. CBS News' John Diaz joins us now live from the scene in Bath Beach, Brooklyn. John.
Yeah, Mary, we want to get you right out here into the action as we zoom down live down Bay 44th Street here and try and show you the car where officials say this suspect was hiding inside. Police say they are still awaiting a search warrant on the vehicle to see if the weapon allegedly used to kill 2 people on Sunday is still inside this vehicle. But we can tell you that police say the gun was not registered to him. Evidence cones are scattered throughout the corner Bay 44th Street and Harway Avenue, with numerous police investigating. The scene much calmer now, moments after police say a wild encounter with a murder suspect ended deadly.
They established dialogue. They spoke for a few minutes. And then at a point, the male who was armed at a knife lunged at one of the officers, causing the officers to fire for their own safety.
Police say the person they shot was 47-year-old Jason Pass, a Brooklyn man who was on the run after allegedly shooting his 2 neighbors dead Sunday. Chief of Patrol John Schell says while a hostage negotiation team was on its way, officers on scene tried to talk to Pass for 15 minutes before he says they were forced to shoot him 4 times.
He basically was saying what's happening today is not going to end well.
Police say they used a license plate reader to find out where Pass was and found him in his black Honda CR-V.
They captured a plate on a black car indicating that the car, and we now know the occupant of that car, were wanted for a double horrific homicide. As they exited their police car, they walked up to the car. The male jumped out of the car with a knife in his hand and took off running.
Police allege Pass killed his upstairs neighbor, 47-year-old Vladimir Mathurin, and his 27-year-old stepson, Shinwa Mode, after having ongoing noise disputes. The incident happening 5 miles away inside their East Flatbush apartment building. So neighbors in Bath Beach are shocked it escalated to their neighborhood.
To know that this took place right on the corner of my house at the time where our children are going to school makes us feel very uneasy.
Now a live look back out here at the scene. It is still unclear why Pass was. So neighbors in Bath Beach are shocked.
So he went to he went to a white neighborhood, and them white folks was shocked because they don't get incidents. Incidents like this don't happen in their neighborhood.
It escalated to their neighborhood.
To know that this took place right on the corner of my house at the time where our children are going to school makes us feel very uneasy.
Now a live look back out here at the scene. It is still unclear why Pass was hiding out in this section of Brooklyn. If he knew someone in the area possibly, or if he was hiding in this car this entire time. Those are questions that we asked police during those press conferences. However, they tell us that this is all part of their ongoing investigation. So keep it here with us. We'll continue to keep you updated. But for now, we are live this afternoon from Bath Beach.
I mean, of course, if you want to be safe. If you want to be safe from law enforcement, you want to hide out, you're not going to hide out the projects. You're going to go to the most upscale, white neighborhoods and blend in. Unfortunately, when you go in them white neighborhoods, they got license plate readers. Because they don't want you people in the culture. Let me say it again. They don't want you people in the culture who's out there committing all these crimes. They don't want you in neighborhoods like Bath Beach of Brooklyn. You see how it works now? You see why you need to get out of them projects and find you an upscale, an upperly mobile neighborhood to live in where they don't condone this kind of violence, where they put things into place to stop this kind of violence, because they don't want that nonsense in their neighborhood. Keep that shit over in them projects. But this is what y'all people in the culture like. This is what y'all like to do. So unfortunately, your boy Jason Pass, police rolled up on him. He knew he was going down for double murder. He knew he was looking at life in prison without the possibility of parole. He knew when he was getting tried by 12, he was going to get convicted. So he took the coward's way out. He didn't have the decency to take his own gun, put it to the head, and shoot himself like he shot them other Negroes in that hallway. I find it real interesting that you people of the culture, you will run down the fury of God. You will run down and put a hell of bullets somebody with the same color as you, but with them white police officers show up. All that anger, all that bitterness, all that hatred, all of that go away. I mean, I just find it amazing. You will stand over a body that you already shot and you will empty the whole clip. But when the police roll up on you, you trying to talk, you trying to negotiate, all of a sudden all of a sudden you're not about that gunplay no more. All of a sudden all you got is a knife and you gonna run at a police officer with a knife. You people of the culture kill me with the way y'all act. Y'all will have the gun with the infrared beam, the 100-round extended clip with the Draker with the silencer on it. You will take said weapon and point it at somebody who look just like you. But when that white man comes, the gun that you have with the infrared beam, the extended clip with the hollow points, with the silencer on it, all of a sudden y'all Negroes want to talk to hostage negotiators. You want to negotiate. You want to talk your way out of situations. You want to surrender police peacefully. The white man is able to take you in without incident. Or in this situation with Jason Pass, he gonna come at him with a little box cutter knife. I need people of the culture to explain that to me. How do you have how you got all this heavy artillery and you use this heavy artillery on people who look just like you? But when law enforcement comes, all of a sudden you don't want to use said heavy artillery no more. All of a sudden you want to talk it out. You want to cut a deal with the prosecutor. But when you was having conflict with that black man, you wasn't trying to negotiate. You wasn't trying to talk your way out of it. You wasn't trying to talk reasonably. You see, there's something wrong with the minds of the culture. Something wrong with the mind of the culture. You will put yourself in a living condition that's not good for your mental health. Take your frustration out on somebody who look just like you. And when law enforcement come and you got to go to court and everything, all of a sudden you could show everybody some remorse. You could show the judge some respect. But you can't do it with folk who look just like you. I just need somebody to explain that for me. Shit. Do I want to drop the link? Or do I want to end this live stream? See, do I want to drop the link or do I want to end this live stream? Let's see. What do I want to do? Let's see. Okay. Let's see. I should end the live stream because we really ain't got no support yet. But let me see if I can drop the link. If I gotta log back in the StreamYard, Is it gonna make me log back in? Nope, nope. It's not gonna make me log back in. Okay, I guess. What? I got like 30 minutes. Okay. Let's see. Because I want to hear from the people. I want to hear from the people. Maybe the people can explain to me. Maybe the people can explain to me what's going on with the culture. Why are y'all in project buildings in hallways fighting each other? Why can't y'all sit down, say I'm sorry for making all that noise? I'm gonna try and keep it down. And when somebody tells you I'm sorry, you can accept their apology and go about your day. Why you gotta go to your bathroom? Why you gotta go to your office room, get scissors, run up on somebody and put the scissors in his face and talk shit? And then why the hell do you got a unregistered gun with an infrared beam on it? And you shooting people execution style. Standing over bodies that ain't moving, you putting bullets in there. I want somebody to explain that to me. Let's see, who do we got? We got somebody who wants to come. Who do we got right here? Tell us what's on your mind.
Hey, GMT, how you been?
I'm doing good.
You been staying out the YouTube foolery?
A little bit.
Queen gonna review with Queen Maker and get in the heat. I'm just joking. But you know they say niggas without a vision perish. I mean, people. But I ain't never understood. My mama was just a black single baby mama. But she did teach us keep your music in your house. And I know Will Clinton down there talk about I had a phonograph, but you keep your phonograph in your house. Don't nobody want to hear that shit. Why the hell it's only the hood? Now when I lived in the suburbs, you know what I got pissed off at? Why these motherfuckers on Saturday morning want to get up and mow their yard? Why they can't wait after 10 o'clock to mow their yard? Basic rules, back before cell phones. You don't call nobody house before 10 o'clock. You don't call nobody house after 10 o'clock. People work. But most of my friends did not have those rules because, my mama was too broke to qualify, so we could stay in the projects. But she did get up and go to work every day. And these people say, I don't give a fuck. I could wake up in hell or jail. I ain't got shit to do. I ain't got nothing to work towards. I ain't got no vision. So it don't matter.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. They need something to do. They need something to spend their time doing so they have something to look forward to the next day other than dying. Shit, I got to get up and do something. I got a goal, a vision, a dream. They ain't got no vision, no dreams, no nothing. So
let me ask you this question, Koja. If you had a neighbor who knocked on your door and he was complaining that you was being too loud, how would you respond?
well, if that would have happened, that would be weird because I wouldn't be having no music that loud. But it depends on what attitude they was. If they came looking out crazy, I'd be like, oh, okay. But I would just say, okay, thank you. I turn it down. But he probably ain't came respectful. I don't. He probably wasn't respectful.
You don't think he was respectful because he
I don't know.
He was at the stairwell and he was waiting patiently.
Some people, they crazy. I don't know if they never seen it. They just looking for a reason. It's like when you go in the store, they say that person step on your shoe and they kill you. They just looking for a reason. If it wasn't him, it was going to be somebody because that person ain't had nothing to live for. What Billy say, ready to die.
Mm-hmm.
So if it was him and his son, it would have been somebody in it. It was just a matter of time. He was a time bomb.
Let me ask you this question, Koja. Where do these dudes find these unregistered guns with the infrared beams, the 100-round
Oh, and tell
extended
bro, the
clip,
CIA.
the the silencer, the hollow points? How is it that Negroes have
White
money
people,
to?
cause you know,
How is it that these Negroes have money to spend, invest into some heavy artillery, but they won't move out of the projects?
I guess guns don't. I don't know. Maybe they don't cost that much. Maybe I don't know. But they find them. They definitely find them. I don't know where you get them from, cause that ain't about that life. I'm just a regular old country girl. But they find them. I think. Unfortunately, it's a whole bunch of them. I don't know who put them there, but it's some shit you could drop off. I ain't gonna fuck. You could drop it off in my neighborhood, and they ain't gonna bother with it. Like when they drop that cocaine off in the neighborhood, the aiming I had to go oh, look what I found. Let me just smoke this. Oh, let me just sell this. I don't know where they find it, but if they dropping it off, baking it to the foot in your neighborhood, and you ain't finna protect the neighborhood, you might need to leave it alone. It's a whole business. It's a business. America love their gun culture.
So we got Mela in the building. Mela, tell us what's on your mind.
Hi, how you doing?
How you doing, stranger?
I had to come up and say hi to everybody.
You okay?
No, no, not when it occurs to me that our people are it's far more than scrutiny. There is coverage of us doing the most asinine shit on a regular basis as opposed to exhibiting valor, right? And when I know for a fact that other ethnicities are more of a fool, if not equal of a fool, than what is being portrayed, by our people. Like the media is just really compounding this exposure of criminal activities that we're doing. Not saying that it's excusable. What I'm saying is that it's a hell of a. It's really funny. It's really funny to me how other ethnicities are acting a fool out here on worse levels, but for some reason we're getting media exposure. And I think because of that, it's going to influence young children into thinking that our people ain't shit. And they're going to fall into a depression because everywhere they look, there's this media exposure that is subconsciously programming them that our people ain't shit. It's really disturbing.
Well, I guess we have to be cognizant of it and go and say,
We got to
hey,
teach our children that we're better than this.
It has to be a conscious effort.
And financial literacy, is on the table. Like, just you wouldn't be living in the projects if you knew how to, make money work. I mean, people are not teaching their children priorities, financial literacy, property ownership. You don't see homeowners doing this dumb shit that they doing over there, like these renters and these project dwellers. Property owners are not doing that because they are protecting their investment. When you are renting, then yeah, you see all types of things that fall by the wayside maintenance wise, and you just sit on your hands thinking, oh, somebody else can fix it. That's not an owner mentality. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, people in the projects, they tend to act a fool and GMT, didn't you say that the gun was unregistered?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, they just walking around looking for a reason to show off their new toy, and it went too far. Some dumb shit, you know. And
Jalen right there.
people playing music all loud and stuff. Like the homeowners don't do that.
I ain't gonna board the panel down because Jalen finna come up here and put on the Jalen show.
Okay,
But
yeah, I gotta go too.
GMT,
Jalen
I
crazy.
just wanted to put it out there. I was at prison. I was at prison. I mean, at work yesterday, a few days ago, and I was joking with the inmate. I was like, I got something that's more valuable than cocaine and weed that you could sell, and it won't even send you to jail or prison. And they like, what? I was like, saffron. I'm like, yeah, you could get $9,000 a pound for saffron. So I'm finna
Saffron is
be
a very expensive spice. It's the
so
most
I'm
expensive
finna
spice in the world, as a matter
Yo,
of
I
fact.
know.
JT.
And it's
What's up,
legal.
man?
So I'm finna be looking into greenhouses and lights and all that good stuff, GMT. And it's something out there. It might not be cool, and it's a black market for saffron. Y'all, they got to be importing no cocaine and trying to sell no weed. You could be the richest hood nigga growing saffron and on the black market. I just wanted to put that out there for educational purposes.
What's the benefits of saffron though? Like, why should people care?
Now, why you making me try to act like I'm educated and shit? You know, I got to ask Google. It's
Okay, ask
a
Google. All right.
spice, and I guess medicinal purposes what give. I want to say is what give yellow rice its yellow color, but that must be a very, very
I
minute
heard it
diluted
prevents
portion.
dementia. That's what I heard. I
It's
heard
medicinal purposes, and
it prevents Alzheimer's.
so I just wanted to get some hood education
Yo,
out there, so
can I
people ain't
speak?
got.
Can I speak?
All right, I'm finna pop
She was in
down,
the middle
Jalen,
of
and let
talking,
you
Jalen.
have your show. So
You got
education
an
versus
unregistered
GMT.
gun too, Jalen?
He got to go, Mike. But y'all, I'm gonna be in the clouds,
He ain't no
GMT.
homo.
Okay, what you got,
I already
Jen?
got.
Tell us what's on your mind.
I got something on my but that's the father's fault, and he should never confront that man on that loud music. If I was the father, I wouldn't confront that dude because you know how false crazy are.
Okay, let me ask Mela this question because you said that the media, the news, you say that they skim over other ethnicities when they commit their crimes, and when it's skin folk committing crimes, they put them on the front page. Is that correct?
That's my thought.
Now, I believe last week there was a dude, I believe in Maine, he went on a mass shooting spree and he took out 18 people. Did he not get the same or more coverage than this Jason Pass dude?
I'm referring to the bombardment and the consistency. The figures of consistency point toward our people being viewed as derelict. That's my point. I understand the mass shooter thing, but when you compare how many stories about our people and the dereliction of behaviors exploited in the news, it's just it's multiplied compared to other ethnicities. That's my humble opinion. I don't have facts to back this up. It's just my observation and humble opinion.
Let me ask you this question. Have you heard about the Kia Boys, Mela?
No.
Okay, so the Kia Boys, they're a group of young black men who break into Kia cars. And the reason why they break into Kia cars is because there was a video that went viral that says how to steal Kia cars. So they're able to use a USB, like a USB flash drive, and they're able to take that USB flash drive and basically steal a Kia car. And these Kia boys will use social media and show themselves stealing those cars on social media, on their social media. My question to you, Mela, is there a young group of other ethnicities who young men are doing something similar to the Kia Boys?
I think because I'm black, all I'm focused on is the hardship of every piece of bad news that comes across our people. So I'm not really looking for it. You know what I'm saying? So what color were these kid boys?
They're predominantly black.
Okay, so that's probably something I want to avoid. Like it's gotten to the point that I avoid most daily news broadcasts. I tune into uh major worldwide news as opposed to just watching a local news broadcast because it was just always something going on with our people that was in a negative light. And I got tired of that. So I'm not familiar with the Kia Boys.
Okay. Let me ask you this question. There's a thing called hip hop and rap where these new rappers, they're rapping about killing each other's ops and getting their ops back in blood, and they're pissing on their grave. Are rock and rollers or country singers, are there any other ethnic of other young ethnic men who are creating music dissing the ops and how they're going to ride on the ops?
I wouldn't know.
So when
I
the
wouldn't know. As I've said, um, I've gotten to the point where I'm isolating myself from listening to rap music, right? I'm not really looking for, um, you know, current music. And that's the way I'll put it. I'm not looking for current music, so I don't know what they're doing out there. I know you two just did a concert at something called the Madison Square Garden Sphere in Las Vegas. I've heard about that, but other than that, I don't keep up with current music events. I
Mhm.
don't, cause they be tripping.
So I do understand your point when you say
I
they're
just want the children to be edified in a way that encourages their greater sense of the future. That's that's pretty much what I'm looking forward to. I'm sorry if I sound boring tonight, but I'm just concerned about the children.
do are you sure that those young people want to be edified?
If they're depressed, no, they don't want to be edified. And you can become depressed when you're bombarded with images that your people ain't shit. A person can be young in their formative years and bombarded by influential images and stories constantly that just convey to them that their people ain't shit. And that's not cool. That's not cool. It's not.
Okay. What about you, Jalen?
Yeah, I just heard another Memphis rapper goes by the name of Big Mota. He was just shot and killed in my hometown. I'm like, Jesus, man. Grandmaster Troll, before this year, you're gonna hear more rappers getting murdered real soon.
Yeah, yeah. It seems that that comes with the job, but we got John the analyst on the panel. John the analyst, tell us what's on your mind.
As I unmute myself. GMT, what's up, sir?
What's up? What's up?
Come on, ref, man. He grabbing my jersey, ref. Call this shit like you see it, nigga. Yo, what a yeah, what'd you ask me again? I'm over here lounging and shit. Got fucking Mel up here. Jalen, what's up, young boy?
Hello.
This nigga, another rapper got shot in Memphis today. I know, it's fucking Memphis. And niggas is using the term rappers loosely. It wasn't like that back in the day, man. Niggas had to have some skills, man. You had to have some bars or something. Now these niggas got these fucking MacBook Pros and SoundCloud and upload your own shit. Niggas just running they fucking mouth. Them niggas ain't rappers. Them niggas is trying to find a fucking way out. Niggas is garbage. Who the producer? Come on, ref.
Let me ask you this, John the analyst. How do you feel about these dudes who got hammers with infrared beams, extended clips, and the whole nine on their gun, but they living in the projects?
Hold on. Well, I actually did want to go to that when I think it was Mela Koja. Koja was talking some shit. I never lived. I stayed in the projects, but I ain't lived there. You know what I mean? Like, you know, if you chill with a bitch, you know, a little 2 months or something. It's the projects, man. Yo, and that's a clean fucking projects right there. Listen, I feel that ain't nothing changed since the 90s when I was in that area. You know what I'm saying? Like, the guns is getting in there. Georgia, Florida, NC, VA, the guns is in New York. But people think niggas take penitentiary chances. I feel that New York is fucked up. It's real shit. I got scars and all of that shit. And I had a box cutters. But if I would have had a gun in New York, I have carried guns, but, you know, only visiting. But if I was living like I was living and had a gun, I probably would have been fucking up north, like, for real. So, motherfuckers is crazy. New York is a big, egocentric city. Tough guys and shit. Money. You got the richest and you got the poorest. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And it looked like old boy came out the fucking house like he was gonna bully the nigga. You know what I'm saying? With the fucking scissors like all up in the shit, man. It's egocentric. Nah. You ain't better than me, nigga. So the guns, I feel like I gotta say it. I don't feel no. Hey, you taking a chance. 3 to 5 years, like my man Jay Wizzy Joe Dub said. You taking a chance in New York City. It was unregistered. It's fucking New York. Niggas ain't got time to be fucking. They don't give guns in New York. Word up. My man had to get one that took him 2 years to get that shit. And he fucked it up with a weed charge.
Hey, yo, you can't correlate this with the. Hey, yo, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Hey, yo, this is some middle
fucking Kills.
You already know, my nigga. What up, John the Analyst?
What up?
Hey, yo, these people got some good jobs. The dude who passed away was a bus driver. The other dude was a CEO. You know what I'm saying?
There you go. See?
So,
too many
so
motherfuckers.
This ain't about no hood shit. This is about two middle-class motherfuckers who made the wrong decisions to live in the projects. It don't got nothing to do with no rappers.
But you know why? You know why, though? Rent is so fucking high in New York. Niggas ain't buying no fucking cribs on those CO salary bus driver shit. Rent too fucking high.
New York is
because
expensive.
The mother had downsized because she once lived in a house. She downsized and moved back to the projects. It's information. You know what I'm saying? So I don't like when people come on these platforms. I'm not saying y'all, but I'm just saying certain people come on these platforms and don't even have all the information, B.
God flow.
Like, come on, man. It's
God
easy.
flow.
These motherfuckers said it right in the video, like, yo, Shorty downsized and came right back to the projects. But and then some of you motherfuckers talking about, yo, I don't listen to rap music, but you motherfuckers be on these platforms, be acting like female rappers.
Who are you referring to?
Generation of people coming in these spaces, and y'all be sounding like female rappers. Y'all be
Who are
sounding
you
like
referring to?
Don't worry about that. I'm talking. It is what the fuck it is, yo. When I talk,
Are you
feel
talking?
me?
Oh,
I
you
don't
just
gotta
talking.
explain myself to no fucking body.
You just
Who
talking.
you?
Mela live in
motherfucking
Chicago. She need to shut the fuck up.
sound
Mela
like
live
one
in
of them
Chicago.
bitches.
You see
She
how
sound
wild
like one
these
of them
animals
Chicago
are?
bitches. All you gotta
GMT.
do is go back to the
These
Why we gotta
wild
be
animals,
listen to
man.
what she said.
Come on, Mela.
These
Stop your
are
shit,
You know what
Mela.
she
wild
said
animals,
again?
Mela
man.
killing
You
your
know what
show,
she said
GMT.
again,
She the worst.
You know what she said again,
Damn.
Kenji? Oh,
That
let
is
me
whack.
see your do you eat pussy? Do you eat this? Like, nigga, you sound like a Chicago drill rapper, yo, with your foul mouth. Like, let's keep that shit thorough. Like, stop capping.
It's not
The
like you
video
don't
is
have a
still rough.
reputation of being a pussy
Oh
yourself,
man,
nigga.
I'm secluded. I'm secluded. I don't listen to rap music. But everything come out your mouth sound like a
Anyway,
Chicago drill rapper,
anyway,
nigga.
God damn.
The fuck
anyway,
you mean? Stop
anyway,
Mela
capping.
got a
try
good
all
voice, but
you
I think
want
she fat.
to provoke me. It's not gonna happen
I
tonight.
ain't trying to provoke you. I'm trying to
It's
bring
not
the
gonna
Keisha
happen
out of you.
tonight.
I'm bringing the Keisha out of you.
It's not
A
gonna
old
happen.
Keisha. A old Keisha at that. Like, stop
You
Where
gonna
capping.
leave with
verbal
the
old ass
same.
at? Bring verbal old ass
You
up
gonna
here.
leave
I
with
don't
the
know.
same dry dick
She
you came on
probably
this panel with,
Big
nigga.
in
chicken
a
It's
cave
face.
not gonna
somewhere, you
happen.
know?
Let me ask you this question, James.
Nah.
Let
I
me ask,
don't want that cootie cat you got. I
let me,
don't want that shit.
let me ask you this question, James, because you
Fuck
just
out of here.
let me ask you this question, James, because you said that she had downsides. How much does a 2 bedroom project apartment in Flatbush, Brooklyn go for?
Man,
That
that
shit
shit
might be
probably
two
like
G's.
yeah, 2 G's, 1,000, yeah,
Straight
like
up.
1,500.
So what is you saying?
So why not go to Texas? Why not go to
Yeah,
Florida?
Ain't
Why
nothing
not
like New York.
why not go
yeah.
to a
Ain't nothing like New
different
But
York.
I
state?
don't, yo, fam, I can't think for her though. You know what I'm saying? She a Haitian woman, came to New York. She had a crib
Grandmaster
down
Troll, what
south,
about
came back
Mississippi?
there. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they wasn't thinking the long game,
Jalen.
bro. They was thinking the short game. Like, yo, we in New York. Everything is in New York. It's mad close. The grocery stores is close. You know what I'm saying? The stores, the pharmacies is right there. Like Texas, like you need a vehicle or whatever. Like, I don't know,
Right.
man. Maybe they didn't want to go all far out and everything is spread it out like that. You know what I'm saying? Because like a lot of Haitians and a lot of Dominicans, they all migrate to New York.
If you
You
can make
feel
it
me?
there, you can make it anywhere, nigga.
Yeah, yo, so that was their mind frames right there, apparently. You know what I'm saying? And the dude probably got tired of listening to all of that Haitian music. You know what I'm saying? And that nigga didn't spit retarded. That nigga was like,
Suck
I ain't
passé.
yeah, yo, that nigga, hey, yo, if dude probably was playing some 90 hip hop like Johnny Endless was
Zoe
talking
life,
about,
nigga.
everything, yeah, some Zolomite would have everything would have been copacetic. That nigga gotta come home,
Cut
listen to
that
some
shit
Haitian
off,
shit.
nigga.
Yeah, cut that shit off, nigga. That shit make your eardrums like that nigga eardrums can't respond to that shit. Radioactive waves got to that nigga brain cells. And that nigga was like, you know what? I got this hammer right here.
Hold on,
Did
hold on, hold on. I'm gonna tell you about
GMT?
it.
Did you say that the
Now
son
shut
got
the
killed?
fuck up. I'm talking
The
over here.
son
You
got
fucking
killed
heard
too.
me. Nah, bitch. Nah, not today, bitch. Nah.
The son got.
Respectfully, bitch.
The
Nah,
son
bitch.
like John the
You an Air Force
Advocate.
Damn.
vet. Fall fucking back, nigga. Fall fucking
The son
back.
got killed,
Nah,
right?
we ain't having this shit. Hold your fucking horses. Hey, at ease, bitch.
God, man, our
What the
culture
fuck I
is
thought? Hey, shut the
doomed,
fuck
man.
up, soldier,
Our
airman,
culture is
whatever the
doomed.
fuck. Shut the fuck up.
And
We gonna do
everybody thinks this
PS.
is
We gonna
funny,
do
right?
PTSD day today, bitch.
Everybody thinks
That
this
nigga
is
funny,
funny.
man.
Yeah, that shit is hilarious.
Yeah,
Shut
it
up.
is funny.
Shut
Yeah.
up.
Nigga funny as shit.
Shut the fuck up. Men up here talking. Shut the fuck up.
It is funny, Miller.
Come on, ref. You
I
see this
guess.
shit, ref?
I guess.
Blow that fucking whistle, nigga.
I've been known to humiliate people. I'm not interested tonight. I'm just
Nah,
not doing
brothers,
it.
chill with that. Yo,
GMT
yo,
got a fucking ref shirt on
we
right
all got
now.
tough
Ask
skin.
ask
We
ask him
all
if
got
I'm
tough
lying.
skin. We've been here for a
That
while.
nigga a ref for real.
Man.
All of that
Nigga sleeping that
outside,
shit.
nigga. You niggas got tough skin, Melly.
Y'all got Jalen laughing. You know it's bad with Jalen laughing. Yeah,
Hey, yo,
Miller.
Jalen
My
ain't
my
laughing
point
today.
is, hold the fuck. My
So
point
you
is,
animals just need a target, right?
my point is, New
Hey,
York,
Miller, you
right?
can spit on my
You
ass.
make your
I'm your
money and
prey.
shit like
Yo,
that, but you know
I'm your
niggas don't
focus,
leave that shit. It's just
right?
fuck. It's New York.
I'm your
And New
Ultimately,
York
focus.
is some of the
shit
fucking
happens.
worst niggas for leaving. New Yorkers will go
I'm
anywhere,
so
talk
important
shit
to
about
you
your
My only
fucking
thing
that you
is,
city,
have
my
to
only
then go
raise
thing
that
back to
is,
voice,
fucking New
right?
Miller,
York.
you like to slop ass, don't you, huh?
oh
I'm just
shit.
important to you, apparently.
My thing is,
Apparently,
yo,
I'm
why you
important to
leaving
you.
Mella,
alone?
old bitch. She an
Hey, y'all,
old
man
bitch.
look like the slop ass.
Wow.
Oh shit.
Jalen, you might want to shut the fuck up too.
Damn,
All,
nigga.
all this
Yeah, motherfucker.
creativity, right?
I
Bro,
tried
what
to
is...
help your bum ass. You
It's
a
not.
little,
Nigga,
you
I'm
know
not
what
a
I
bum,
mean?
sir. I'm not a bum,
Oh, I'm
nigga.
glad you got a job. At least you doing better than Reg.
Oh shit.
Shots fired. Shots
Our
fired.
folks are doomed, man.
Stop
How
worrying
we doing,
about this
Mella?
shit.
How we doing?
Fuck 'em, Mella. They doing like a motherfucker. You getting a check, ain't you? Cause you don't do shit. Shut the
Word, yo,
fuck
shit.
up. Didn't want to
Yeah.
come on here talking all this shit. Talking like, yeah, well, you know our people. Shut up.
Yeah, like all of that
Today
other
the
shit.
first motherfucker was the second now.
And you know she reckless, man.
She
Like,
getting a
come on, Mella.
fucking
Like, stop
check, drinking her
capping.
fucking cheap ass wine and shit. Then come on YouTube talking shit. Back the fuck up, bitch. I'm just joking, Miller. How you
Mella,
doing
you are
today?
not innocent. You are not
How you
innocent.
doing? You know, I might have some bipolar. Oh yeah, she going beat it, bitch.
Black man, this is your image to the world. They
Here
killed
you
each
go.
other.
There go your
So here you
ass.
go. Be proud.
Never
Be
trust a woman from
proud.
Florida. Never
Be
trust a woman
proud
from
of
fucking
what you
Florida.
are presenting
And
to the
take them shits
world.
to the
The
prison.
world hears you.
Kosher,
The
you're
world is
exactly right.
Oh,
listening.
oh Lord,
And
not
You're
these
Coach
are
exactly
your
right,
Malik.
Kosher.
moments.
God
Go
damn, bro.
ahead.
You're exactly
Represent
right,
for
Kosher.
your black image,
Don't
your
you,
black
hey
male
yo,
image.
don't you
Present
see
that
your
to the
chicks
Come
with
on,
world.
Coach
This
Malik,
the
This
bro.
is
Stop
referee
your
with the
show.
handiwork.
anti-black,
This the
You
bro.
are
referee show.
crafting the narrative for the
don't try to
world right now.
DMT
defamate?
Go
fucking
on and
fluffing
do
his
your
pillows
thing.
right
Be
now.
as loud and degenerate and boisterous as
You a
possible. Go on,
CEO.
Man,
do
You
who
that
might
is
want to
this
shit.
shut the
Do
fuck
degenerate,
that
up
man?
shit,
too.
Yeah,
nigga.
see a
Go on and
CEO,
do
CEO.
you
that
a
shit. This
Coach
CEO.
is
Malik,
your
you can suck
image.
my
This
ass,
is
bro.
your time.
Suck my
You
ass.
shine, black man. We're so proud of you. You could go
Coach
right
Malik, you
next
can
to that
suck my
man
ass. How about
who
that?
just killed. Y'all are a
See,
when people have kids,
like I
you
said,
are
yo,
what
these
they
females is
dream
worse
of.
than Black Lives
All of them
Matter.
wish their children to
Worse
Kosher's
than
grow
right.
Black
up
Lives
and
Matter,
be
son.
some
They want to be
loud
like
cussing
What
me.
is you
ass
talking?
men
Coach, I tell
online.
you what,
Like
Coach
This
Malik,
is
you can
your
put your tongue
image.
in my
I
ass.
just wanted to give you your
he
flowers
already
while you
Jalen
Put
were
your
don't
tongue
suck
here.
it
in
for
my
I'm not
ass.
love.
gonna give you your flowers when you dead. I'm
Yo,
gonna
man,
give you
stay out
your
of this, John
accolades
Adderley.
right now. I want you to have your flowers now and your trophies and
Hey,
your
you can
accolades.
suck
Niggas,
As
my
a matter of
ass.
fact, I'm
Suck
finna
my
put some
ass.
claps and
this
some hands
nigga,
up in the chat for you
fucking
because
Jalen.
you are winning. You are winning. Y'all have a
I'm
good night.
chilling. I don't know
Hey,
about these
Coach
other
Malik, I
niggas. I'm
bet you won't
chilling
put your
like a
tongue in my
motherfucker.
asshole.
You like
Jalen,
that
Kosher,
ass
we
play,
already
but
Jalen,
know.
Jada, I got
Jalen,
somewhere for you where you can get all the ass play
Jalen,
you
you the
like. You
worst,
just
nigga.
go and do what that
Yeah,
man did up
yeah,
there,
yeah,
and they got a
yeah,
place for you, and you're
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
always have
How about
roommates.
you
You're
put
gonna
your
have,
tongue in my
and guess
ass?
what? You
See
gonna
how
have
you
to
gonna
raise.
like it.
Jalen
You
got
gonna have
that
to be
Down
on the top
syndrome
of the
strength.
food chain to
No, I
get the
don't,
tongue
man.
in your ass.
Coach
He
You
Malik,
got
gonna
no
spit
lick
on
Down
my ass.
syndrome
everybody
strength.
ass.
No, I
You
don't,
gonna
bro.
stay and
You can,
sit call with
Coach
Sotos and
Malik,
E.
spit on my
coli
ass.
and
Hey yo,
cancer in
Spit
your
Mel.
on my
throat.
ass.
Hey yo,
You
Mel.
gonna
I'm
Spit
gonna
live
on
take
there.
you
top of
to
my
the
I'm gonna
balls.
be
Spit on
your
Dominican
my dick,
best
Republic so
bro.
you
friend
won't
in
be a
prison.
virgin no
Nobody,
You
more,
gonna
nigga.
say,
Shut
nurse,
up.
nobody,
nurse,
Mouth
ain't
said you can
protect
nobody
me.
swallow
What
my
spitting
is
in
this
that
cum,
right
hanging
Coach
out
now.
Malik.
my
How's
ass?
Nurse,
my
you
What's this
spitting in that?
growing
Coach
out my
Malik?
You
mouth?
How's
spitting
my
in
Why
that?
cum
I'm
taste in your
always on
mouth?
Kosher, the
How's my
world
antibiotics?
is
cum
seeing this
Nurse,
taste
I
in
Kosher.
your
put
mouth,
in
bro?
five
You
sick
arguing
call and
How's
with
they
my
ain't
cum
Jalen.
called
taste in
me
your
yet.
mouth,
If
bro?
you
You
argue
gonna
with
Hey
you
Jalen,
yo,
then
gonna
what
eat
does
hey
that
much
yo,
mean?
dick
Coach
yo,
and you
Malik.
gonna
Jalen
eat
and
a
Kim
lot
look
of shit
good
in
because
prison,
not
Jalen.
even Kim
You
look,
is
not
not that
even Kim
fucking
look trying to
nigga.
hit that
You
You a
ass.
gonna be
CO.
you
Man,
gonna be licking lots of
Yeah,
ass. As a
yo,
matter
she
of fact,
gotta bring
your
some
mouth gonna
cigarettes
be
up
the
here.
toilet
She
you can
gotta
paper.
suck.
bring some. We
Your
can suck
mouth
me up,
gonna be
bro.
the
Suck
fucking
me up.
Department
toilet
of
paper.
Suck me
Corrections.
up,
You
bro.
gonna say, Ma, I can't talk to you on the
Yo,
phone
Man, you
cause
can
my
suck
throat
my dick,
sore from
Coach
all the
Malik.
infections
yo.
in my throat from swallowing cum and
You
licking
ain't
Man,
shit.
assholes. That's
eat
gonna
my
be your
city,
life.
bitch.
I'ma
If you
clip
buy
Eat
this
that
my
shit,
life,
city.
if
TNT.
you buy
Eat my
that life
city.
and you wanna be
Eat my city, bitch.
where you can lick
Eat my
all the
city,
ass you
bro.
want, go show me
Eat
how
it.
about that life.
Eat
You
my
ain't gotta
city.
kill nobody to do it. You can just steal a couple
I
of
don't
things
have
out of
to.
Walmart. Won't you go
You
and
can eat
steal
my
some
city,
TVs
bro.
or
Jalen got
something
that
over
hair too. He got that
$500 store? It
Frankie
could be a
Lyman hair.
felony. So you
Bitch,
could
you
be
want to
there
spit
and
on
get
my ass?
all the
You want to
ass
put the
play
chalk in
you
my ass?
like. They gonna
Jalen
give
wanna
you
go to
all,
prison.
nigga, you gonna have to be
That
up in the
shit gotta be
hierarchy.
under
Your big
$1,000
soft
and it's not a
ass ain't
felony.
gonna
Bro,
Jalen,
be
you
you
want
getting
to
your
sounding
be?
ass
fruity,
licked. You
nigga.
gonna be the
I know you
ass
want to toss
licker
my
and the
salad, bro.
ass
I know
kisser
you want to toss
and
my
the bend
salad.
over. You gonna be a
Coach Malik,
strong
I know you
bottom
want
bitch,
to toss my
Jalen.
salad.
You gonna be a
I know you want
strong
to toss
power
it.
bottom. Your
Oh shit.
tongue is gonna be accustomed. You gonna lick ass like dogs lick their balls. That's what
Didn't
you
she
gonna be
just
doing.
say that black men they listening to you,
Yes,
this and that?
yes,
But you
yes,
doing
Man, you
yes.
you
lick
doing
my
the
All
whole
that
same
entire
in his
shit,
ass.
fucking
Doja.
energy. Y'all need to have
Doja, you doing the
better
same shit.
apprenticeship programs for
Ain't
young
no
men.
fucking y'all.
Jalen
Fuck
is
these
y'all
niggas.
fucking
I'm
handiwork.
good. I don't
Y'all
give a
built
fuck.
Jalen. Y'all built Jalen. But luckily, it's women like me that be
Ain't no
there for the
y'all nothing.
lost young boys, for the lost boys like you. Double entendre intended. Y'all
Man,
have a
what's
good
this
night.
bitch? Man, what is this bitch talking
You
about?
don't know nothing
Who the
about
hell
lost
killed
boys. I know
Jalen?
you don't
Jalen
know
was
nothing about
doing
the
Bitch,
lost
spit on my
boys.
balls.
James Kills,
Spit on my
educate him
balls,
on the
man.
lost boys. Educate
How?
him on the
Hey
lost
yo,
boys.
why do
And
y'all
Renee.
blame?
Spit on
Leave
my
Hey
Keisha
yo,
balls,
alone
hold
to
bitch.
on,
get you a
Koji.
On
Renee.
my
Leave
balls.
Keisha
Why y'all
alone to
Oh,
blame
get y'all a
On my
Renee
everything
Renee.
went
on
to
balls.
us
John
though?
Jay.
Why y'all blame us, yo?
Renee
Jalen
went to
was this way
John
before
Jay.
he came on YouTube, yo.
Matter of
This
fact,
nigga
I'll
was
bust
already
and
this
coach
way.
him Malik cheeks.
Jalen, nigga, what's wrong
The
with you,
fuck talking
Jalen?
about we built
What's
this
wrong with
nigga?
you,
This nigga
Jalen?
was already this way
Nah, let's
before he
get to the
came in
bottom of
this
this
space.
shit, yo, Jalen. What's wrong
The
with you,
fuck?
nigga?
Ain't nothing wrong with me.
The fuck you mean? Your shit, you ain't grown in fucking years. Nigga, what's wrong with you?
What is wrong with me? I
You
ain't.
watch wrestling and listen to garbage rappers. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Nah,
Maybe that's it.
that nigga said, you know that joke when he talking about he'll put a pool stick of somebody rectum. He said he got that shit from in too deep, my nigga.
Shit
So
I
like
he
so did. I
investigated,
so did,
but that's
James
the only
Kills.
part he
I
take out
so
of it
did.
though.
LL Cool J,
See,
man.
see, see,
God, nigga.
See, I
you
so
see
did.
what I'm
I
saying?
so did.
You see what I'm saying? Like he take the worst part of something and add it to his jokes.
Yeah, he got a memory.
Yeah, he got a great memory, man.
I so did. You so did. I'll do it to
That's a
that nigga.
movie. That's called
Not
nonfiction, Jalen. Nonfiction.
right.
Not saying it doesn't happen in real life, but it's based on fucking. Somebody wrote that shit, nigga. They had actors. And then to
That
use that
nigga
shit, it
crazy,
sounds
man.
good, but come on, man. It's just a little suspect when you be talking about this ass and dick shit, nigga. Don't
So you
don't you
really want
two
Koji
fuck
to?
with you,
Hey, yo,
Jalen?
man, do you want Koji to do that to you, Jalen?
I already told her I want her tongue in my booty hole.
Oh my god, this nigga. Come on, ref. You
So
see
what
this
if?
shit, ref?
So
Blow
what
the
if you go to
fucking whistle,
jail?
nigga.
What
Yep,
if you
I
go to
think it's that
jail?
time to end the stream
Hey
and
yo,
go
what
to
if you get
sleep.
arrested and then you locked up with them type of niggas though? Then them type of niggas do that shit to you though. How would you feel?
Jalen, you ain't no
See,
fighter,
you don't
nigga.
like that answer though. You don't like the shit that come out your mouth when it come
Niggas will
back on you.
cut
It's
your
a different
face,
story.
fuck you in the ass and all that, Jalen. Knock it off. Every day, nigga. What?
Yeah, yo, why you gotta come on the panel every day, Jalen, and say the worst jokes ever?
Why they picking on me? Shut up.
Well,
Shout out to Jalen's
you guys
bum
got you
ass.
guys got
Then you
any
said
final
that you wasn't
thoughts?
going to
You
hit
guys
no
got any
panels
final
no more, yo.
thoughts?
So how come you ain't stand on that?
What was that,
You said
GMT?
in the chat that you wasn't going to hit no more panels.
You guys got any final thoughts?
Who?
Yeah,
Nah, man,
final
I don't got no
thoughts,
final
man.
thoughts, man. I'm chilling.
Don't let these drunk bitches come up here destroying your shit, GMT. And Jalen is the worst nigga on YouTube. Every
I'm
time
the
I
worst
see
dude.
every time I see you, Jalen, I'ma call Angel, nigga. I'ma email that nigga, yo, Jalen alive with GMT. Get him. Yeah, Jalen, okay. Yeah, I'll come through, John.
Bro,
Thanks.
you gonna let a racist guy just
I
call
wouldn't
up
give
me?
a fuck. I
Okay.
ain't got time to fuck with you. I'll let Angel handle that shit. Watch. Watch, nigga. Wherever you go, yo, Angel, Jalen live, fuck that nigga. Okay, yeah, cause Jalen, you know, said and that thing there, yeah, Jalen's a piece of shit, and yeah, nigga, stay in your weight class, nigga. That's my last thoughts. Shout out to GMT. James fucking kills. Peace.
You already know John the motherfucking analyst, yo. What up, though?
Man, I'm not a sellout like rest of these self-hating black folk. Yo, real talk, man. It's just gonna be a lot of stuff goes on this month, man. Wow.
Let me ask you a question, Jalen.
What's up?
Oh, how can we fix the black man's image? If this is what we're putting on news, if this is what we're putting on panels, how can we fix the black man's image when they can't act right?
I've been trying it, but they just want to ignore me. Talking about, oh, Jada don't know what he talking about. He sounds stupid and retarded. Okay, if I'm sound retarded, what about you? I try to fix the black man's image, but they ain't ignoring me, not listening to me. I'm like, man, who want to listen to you, bro? You boring. So
But
every
how,
time
how can you fix the black man's image when you're talking about people licking your booty?
I said that to it, I
Yeah,
gotta say it to the disrespectful right, no homo.
but does that help the black man's image when you say that, Jalen?
No,
So why say it if you want to fix the black man's image?
Culture Malik came on your pimp being disrespectful, so it's on popping. So I disrespected her, told her to spit on my ass.
Yeah, but that doesn't help the black man's image when you say that, Jalen.
Oh,
So is that something you could change, Jalen, or do you just not care about the black man's image?
I do care about the black man's image.
So are you gonna do your part to try and fix the black man's image?
Yes, sir, I will.
Okay, I'm gonna hold you to that, Jalen. With that said, it was, I guess, thank you for coming up on the show.
Okay, I'm out. I'm out.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, and that is what's wrong with the culture. The culture is for about, fixing the black man's image, and then they get on panels and they say things that hurt the black man's image. They want to fix the black man's image, but they're in project buildings, with guns, with infrared beams. They're shooting people. They're stepping over dead bodies, shooting more people, and then instead of turning themselves into the police, we gotta get the hostage team out there. Before we could get the hostage team out there, they're jumping out of cars with knives, running at the police, knowing that the police has got no other choice but to take them out. And they plastered this man's image. Hold on, let me see if I can find it real quick. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Let me see. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. And then when you Google what happened, you looked at front page news and everything in between. This is what we get. This is what we get to look at right here. Black man with a gun. Black man shooting another black man. Black man in an altercation. Black man at large. Front page. Daily news right here. And then this is what BM. This is what the culture puts on tape. This is what BM's put on tape for the BM image right here. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, the culture has to do better. They led the news with this right here. Black man at large. Killer of Brooklyn man and stepson hunted. Ex-jail officer threatened finest 05. Dual families blame victim shooter. This is what they put on the front page right here. This isn't BM starting a business. This isn't BM's cleaning up the projects. This isn't BM's building better communities. So this is the image right here. You on front page with a gun with the infrared beam on it. At large. So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy, the Grandmaster Troll. We got to do better. I'm challenging every BM in this country. Take your gun, take off the infrared beam, take out the extended clip, put your hammer in your drawer, and go out and do something great. Instead of destroying the community that you live in, instead of destroying and victimizing your neighbors. I'm gonna challenge every BM in this country to do something great. So when you wake up tomorrow, what can you do that can be great? And it is not putting an infrared beam on your gun.